Hey, what's up guys, Sharp Tony here, and today I'm going to do a guide on Temple of Three Winds, which is located in Greater Tier County, but I'm going to show you the easiest way to get there. Go to the Newland Desert grid. Frickin' grid. There's no grid up in that bitch. Go to the Newland Desert, frickin' Wampa. And there's going to be a blind cultist to your right, or some sort of cultist, or something over here. What are you? Close, Windcaller. If you give that person, what is it? Some amount of money. Hold on, I'll tell you in a second. I don't remember. Have you heard of Temple of Three Winds? Yes, I have. I don't have time for this, buddy. Okay. How do I enter the temple? Oh, $1 million question. I'm just going to go 25k. It's probably not going to have to be that much. Well, what you get is a Temple of the Three Winds key. So now you can just freaking take this every single time. And right click. And freaking boom. Temple of Three Winds. As you can see here, located on this nice map, it is located north in Greater Tier County. And once you finish with the subway, even if you're like 23, 22, this is a good place to come. You just want to be rather careful because there are some high-level mobs just chilling outside. But let's take a step in and let's do this. Temple of Three Winds is a level, I'd say 25 to 60 dungeon. The maximum level for this dungeon is 60. After there, we'll get to that in a different video. But what you'll find here are mobs called cultists. Almost everybody in here trained, so I'm going to let this guy take the frickin' helm. In this room, you're going to find a whole bunch of cultists. Acolytes. Drop acolyte cloaks. I will show you what they drop. And there's also a bunch of rings that drop in here. And martial artist books. If you are a martial artist, you want to get Tree of Enlightenment. And I guess these drop nanostims now. There are, I believe, 6 sections or 8 sections, one or the other. You want to get all of them. Cultists don't normally drop anything except for a few credits. And just so you guys know, I'm on my 60 one-hand edge adventure. I'm using dual Chiropteras. And Ape Fist is the other book. The two books combined do a pretty decent amount. Here, the two sides mirror each other, so just pick a side and have a field day. Since somebody looks like they cleared here, we're not going to have to kill much. And the cultists barely hit, so don't worry about them. And as a precursor, I didn't say this before, I have Grid Space Freedom and I have Hack and Quack as usual. Let's see, we got some Omners in here. Here's where the path meets up. Normally seated right here is a mob called Defender of Three. It drops a Notum Splice, which is a nanotechnician item, and it drops hammers, and it drops some rings. No, I'm not going to join. To the left, you're going to have we'll go to the right first. This is where Aztur is, and this is where most people are going to go. I'm going to see if we can kill him. Down this path is also the Guardian of Tomorrow that drops a Guardian tank armor, and Garchua the Doorkeeper who drops that frickin' thing for your waist that I don't remember what it's called. What is it called? Keeper's Vitality, which is a great twink item for Froobs and Paids alike. So we're just going to keep running through here. You'll find all the placeholder mobs are cultists. You don't really have to worry about any other mobs other than the acolytes, because they could, and any other named mobs, they could be a little on the testy side. And in here we should have a Reverend. The Reverends drop Reverend cloaks, and they should also drop some rings. I know I'm talking my voice all over the place, and it's actually hurting my throat, so I'm going to try and frickin' kick it down a notch. They also drop Shadow Fade armor, which is agent-specific armor. It comes in a full set, and I suggest any agent get it. Here we go, Guardian of Tomorrow. Let's kick some ass. Guardian of Tomorrow drops both a Guardian Circuit Board, which is the lowest requirement 5-slot NCU belt in the game, and he also drops a freaking Guardian Tank Armor, which is like a white Albrecht tank. It looks pretty sweet. It's kind of low drop rate though, so not a lot of people get it. And this, I thought, was going to be more of a fight, I guess, because I have massive heals and I have pretty good evades, and I'm not even using Limber. But all beside the point. He also drops Bracelet of Amplified Sound, which is kind of useless. Let's see. Oh, we're going to get lucky. We're going to get Guardian Tank Armor. I'm actually going to take that for social because I don't have many tunes with that. There's the Guardian Circuit Board. I don't know what the Copper Pail is for. And there's the Bracelet of Amplified Sound. So, moving along, we're going to find another Reverend here. A stronger Reverend. You'll notice as the farther you go down, the mobs get higher levels. These two just are all placeholder cultists. And we're just going to keep running through. And we're going to find ourselves in probably the best room. Oh, in the best room in this dungeon. So we got Reverend Sax here. He's got some freaking massive sacks. Like he has so much scrotum he doesn't even know what to do with his life. He is dead already. These are the Exarchs. The Exarchs drop Notum Rings and they drop Cloaks. This is Aster, but we'll kill him ourselves to see what he drops. And then maybe I could get a freaking break from talking because my throat is killing me now. I'm not much of a talker. The Exarchs also drop Phase Blades, which are good one-hand edged weapons, which you could also get from named mobs. See, there's an Exarch robe, and there's a Notum Ring of 3, which is one of the best rings you can get at a low level in this game. And let's see what this one drops. Also, the cultists are known to drop energy scythes. See, there's your Phase Blade, and then we have a Ring of Weeping Flesh, which is a dot ring. I know it's a lot to take in at one time, but I apologize. Now, I'm going to swing a little more defensively on Ucklish so I don't get stunned every frickin' 2 minutes. And this guy's just frickin' following me. You'll find that a lot down here. People just are tripping all over everything. But it's beside the point. No, lean on me. Don't want to join your team. Also, one thing to note, Ucklish drops Purifying Rods. He drops the shoulder pads, Barrow Strength, which adds to your damage every second, and it also adds... Is there something healing him? It doesn't matter. And it also adds a little bit of HP. Then you have the Ring of Weeping Flesh, which has a proc on it that is an absorb, actually. So pretty good shoulder pads. And Ucklish didn't really hit me. I didn't really need anything for this. After Ucklish spawns, you get Column. Oh, right. I forgot. He also drops Fist of Orion. And I think I need the Blind Ring. Oh, no. I have it here. See? Barrow Strength. Let's take a quick look at this. Not bad. And it casts Unhallowed Force, which is an awesome, awesome proc. We have the Fists of Orion, which are great martial artist gloves for Froob and Paid alike. And here we have the Ring of Eternal Night, which is a blind ring. And it casts Eternal Night, which is minus 30 AAO, which it's not a big deal, but as you know, every little bit helps. And I need to hurry my ass up because I still have to work out before I get to work. I got work at 5. It's 3:10 right now. Wow, I thought these guys hit for more. I probably, to be honest with you, I probably didn't even... I could have self-buffed or self-killed this dungeon, but I'd rather not have to worry about it when I'm recording. And that's what that guy gets for freaking trying to steal kills. Here's a Purifying Rod, which I'm actually going to take. And then we have another Ring of Weeping Flesh, and then we have that piece of freaking garbage. So, awesome, wow. Purifying Rod is good in PvP because it pretty much breaks all debuffs. And Aster is a little bit more of a hard ass. He drops that nice cool sword you see him wielding. It is known as the Stygian Desolated. And it is one of the most sought after swords in the game. I don't know why I was cautioning people not to attack. The fact that I can solo it does not mean please don't attack. In fact, it would more so mean please attack so I don't have to freaking be here all day. The only real issues I have is when he chain hits for like high damage, like there. I don't know why people keep asking to join. I'm just going to leave the loot FFA, which means free for all, because I don't need it. and I don't want to be greedy. I know there's people that really could use it, so I'm going to swap down for just a second to full def, and I'm going to heal. And that split second should have bought me enough, bought me enough time to do whatever the hell I need to do. I'm going to sell Doc Book if it drops. I'm not selling anything. I hope I didn't forget to mention anything about the temple. Honestly, I have a lot of fun here. It's been around for a while, pretty much since the inception of the game. I don't remember if it came out with the game or a little bit after. It might have been a little after. But it is one of the better dungeons of the game. And there you go, you get a nice Azure solo. And the only research I didn't finish is the pistol research. Anytime I need a buff pistol, it's not really that big a deal, so whatever. How long did that take? Like 4 minutes? Not bad. I'm going to take this other purifying rod. And this Ring of Tattered Flame here casts Tattered Flame, which is 300 damage, which is pretty sweet. Let me kill this Exarch before somebody dies. And here's a Stygian Desolated. This weapon is good for pretty much any two-hand edge class. Profession, I mean. I tend to like the frickin', what's it called better? The Frost Scythe of the Legionnaire. But some people like this better. No big deal. Exarch robe, another Notum Ring of 3. Now let's train out of here. I'll show you the other wing. And there's another Phase Blade. Oh, and the Faithfuls drop Faithful Cloaks. Any mob you see with like a longer name, you could pretty much attribute that to it dropping a cloak. Reverend, it's the... Oh, there's Garchua. Let's see if we can get him to drop something. We're just getting all kinds of luck, aren't we? All kinds of luck when I'm short on time. Sorry videos haven't been coming out as much lately. I freaking work all the time. So it's a little difficult. This guy keeps inspecting me. Let's see if we can get... I've never, honestly, in my entire life... This is the second Guardian tank armor I've gotten. I've been playing since 2002. And I've never seen the... Or maybe I've seen the Keeper's Vitality drop a few times, but I can't really remember. And I'm sure he could solo Guardian tomorrow. It's not difficult. Like, you could set up real quickly at level 60 to be able to solo everything in here. The only thing that is kind of hard is Leanne the Memory Stalker, which is going to be the last mob we'll see in this video, because it's a nuker, and I think it stuns as well. I don't remember. We'll have to find out. And there's Defender of the 3. So let's see what this motherfather drops. 6 minutes. I bet I could finish this in 6 minutes. Balls. That guy's name's Balls. I bet he likes freaking balls. Alright. There's a Howling Skull, which is one of the one-hand blunt weapons they have here. And here's the Notum Splice, which adds to your nano pool if you're a nanotechnician. But any profession can wear it as an implant. Or do I have it backwards? I was I was not paying clear attention to what I just said, so I might have mixed it up. If I did, I apologize. Please comment below. I don't want to be giving away any misleading information. And if you follow this path here, it's a bunch of cultists. This is the room you want to worry about. We got the Curator in here. He drops Curator gloves. No, what'd you drop? Rock Crusher gauntlets, Curator gloves. The frick am I talking about? Frickin' moron. And obviously I'm showing every boss die just to frickin' prove that I'm better than everybody else in the world. Because if I didn't, if I just showed you where they were, I'm sure everybody would cry. He also drops Touch of the Gripper, which is great for adding damage. A martial artist would be in love with this item, as well as the Rock Crusher gauntlets, if you cannot get Fists of Orion. And another Notum Ring, and another Copper Pail. Let me see if I can find an Energy Scythe. No? Okay. Moving on, the second door is another door you want to be concerned with, because you have the low-level Exarchs in this room, which are awesome if you want to farm a robe, because these are only level 43 and they're really, really easy to kill. Doctors might have a little trouble because they cast Shutdown, so you're not going to be healing. And there's an Energy Scythe, and there's another Notum Ring. The Notum rings drop in a few different variants, and you can wear multiple variants together. You just cannot wear. Some of them have unique tags. They add to different nano skills. And some people like to say that the Namatet the Custodian is actually the toughest mob in here. He's not that bad. He does stun too. Almost all the bosses in here stun, which is kind of a pain in my freaking ass. Did I sing to you yet this video? What song was I singing the other day? I had a freaking awesome song working the other day. What was it? Fuck. It was so good. Oh.
I'm on that good cushion alcohol. I got some damn bitches I could call. Long in my bitch love.
And he also freaking roots you. If this is, what is this? Martial artist? Yeah, he should go freaking loot the curator. And what drops here is the Doctor Chalice, a temporal chalice, which is an amazing item for any low-level doctor. I suggest it for anyone. 300 max nano, lowers your nano cost, and 10 to Biomet and Matmet, which is awesome. Another touch of the Gripper, Ring of Weeping Flesh, and the Copper Pail, because obviously everybody needs a freaking pail. Now moving on, there's really nothing else to see here. The other two rooms are filled with cultists. I don't feel like showing you more cultists. They're just placeholder mobs. That's one thing I like about EverQuest dungeons, maybe a little better because there's more variation in mobs. This is all the same mob over and over at different levels. Well, some are nukers, some are doctors, and some are like enforcers. That's the three variants you'll see of the mobs. But if you have any trouble with cultists, I really think you should freaking like take another look. Maybe do some introspective thinking. And in this room, oh, he's dead. This motherfather in here. Windcaller Yatilla drops the Absorb Shoulder, which is known as the Withered Flesh, and he also drops Lien's Crystallizer, which is needed for the Temple of the Three Winds Metaphysicist pet. There is a pet you could find in here that is specifically for Metaphysicists. You have to build it using nano skills, I think. I think you cast it. You have to get Lien's Crystallizer and something else. That urn. I don't remember the name of it. Look it up. Somebody look it up. Post it in the comments. I'm sorry. It's just been... I just got out of work, so my brain's a little frazzled at the moment. The Reanimator is another boss. It's kind of tough to kill, and it could turn you into a skeleton. So, there's an issue. And this has dropped 2 Withered Flesh. There we go. Crumbling Funeral Urn. You combine that with the thing you get from Land's Crystallizer, and you're good. Red Berry Wine if you're a fucking alcoholic. And you have Withered Flesh. See, they cast Skin of the Believer, which are 500 absorbs. At this level, that is a phenomenal amount of absorb. Now we're getting towards the Legionnaires, which is where everybody wants to go. That's where the Frost Scythe of the Legionnaire drops. And there's an Acolyte in here. It's just a placeholder, really. There also are different variations of the ring. There's a Bronze Ring of the 3, Silver Ring of the 3, Gold Ring of the 3, and Platinum Ring of the 3. And there's also a Notum Ring of the 3. The Notum Rings are really the only ones you should ever concern yourself with getting. And that is just straight talk right there. There's usually, in every corner you're going to find 3 Legionnaires. And here's some corpses. I'm sure we could find a Frost Scythe on one of them. Not a member of the looting team. Alright, I don't like the looting team anyway. There was a few. And around, across every river, around every tree. That's from Pokemon. There's Legionnaires all over the place. I'm going to head back up just to see if we could find one. And here are the better skulls. There's skulls of lamentation, and they are awesome. And here's more funeral urns to cast the Metaphysicist pet. It is actually a Legionnaire pet, and he looks pretty damn cool. But the skulls are great for any Froob one-hand edge enforcer. If you are paid, I would highly, highly suggest you go get the Teague Beaters. And this Blood Leech ring is it drains and it'll heal you for 75 HP and it'll do 100 damage on the target, and it gives you some useless resists useless resists. Come on, let me loot one. There you go, Frost Scythe of the Legionnaire. This is why I like this. Oh, just the corpse just rotted. That's why I like this. High MBS, max beneficial skill, good HP, and low requirements with decent damage. Let's kill a frost scythe. Let's kill one of these legionnaires. They're not difficult to kill. Leanne the Memory Stalker downstairs is surrounded by 3 legionnaires, and it drops NCUs known as memory loops. If you're lucky, it will drop. No, it drops dark memories, and if you're very lucky, it'll drop memory loops, which are awesome NCUs. Shoot, that was 7 minutes. See, Frost Scythe. They drop pretty common. These things are great for XP, and the drop rate on those things is awesome. And they also drop a good amount of credits if for some reason you're broke. I guess you could just farm a few of them. But I'm really happy we got a Guardian tank armor. Rarely find those anymore. So, let's recap. Get Hack and Quack and Grid Space Freedom, and it turns into easy mode. This room, it looks pretty cool, but it's really just a placeholder room. It's just kind of an empty room. And a lot of times if you run past the cultists fast enough, they won't really aggro you. And let's recap, starting with right here. Right this way, you got your Exarchs, you got your Guardian of Tomorrow, you got Garchua the Doorkeeper, and you also got your frickin' bad boys, the frickin' motherfather, that big boy named frickin' Ucklish, I'm sorry, Ucklish, Column, and Aster, the frickin' motherfather immortal. Going down straight this path, you get Nemetet the Custodian. You get frickin' that dude, the Curator. He drops those Rock Crusher gauntlets. You don't really get much else except for the low-level Exarchs. They will drop your frickin' cloaks if you need them damn cloaks. Then you go down to the left. You get that Wind Caller. You get the Reanimator. You get all the damn Legionnaires. And you get that Motherfather that drops that good cushion alcohol. The memory loops and the frickin' dark memories, which are great things. And thanks for watching, guys. More frickin' dungeon frickin' things guides to come. Peace.